When you slow down and stand still, you can hear the energy of the rainforest. We have been celebrating the freedom to just drop out of the world and live quietly in our cabin in the rainforest. The slowness of this life inspires us. It inspires us to create, to indulge our childlike wonder, and to appreciate the gifts that nature gives. It inspires us to connect with the land, with the animals, with each other, and with ourselves. I'm so excited and proud about this dress. I had this realization when I was making it that I was making a dress on my own in a studio that I built and on a machine that I restored. And it just sort of, I don't know, it felt amazing to be so independent and so creative and just put all of those elements in together to make one piece that I'm so proud of. So these sunny winter days, we've been sewing in the studio with lots of visits from the cheeky goats. Our mum taught me to sew, passing on the skills that she once learnt from her mum. Our grandma was a great sewer, and we would sew clothes for our teddy bears with her when we were kids. She passed away this week, so in this difficult time, we've been focusing on the beauty of her life. Reflecting on her stories, her creations, and her skills that she passed on. She had a love for flowers, for beautiful clothes, and for craftsmanship, so this dress feels like it represents a lot. It feels beautiful to practice the skills that she once taught my mum and me, and to honour her and her stories and memories. The process of making a dress is long and hard. It always makes me so grateful for the simple things that we take for granted. I start with pattern making, which can take days or weeks depending how complex the garment is. There is so much testing to make sure you get everything exactly how you want it. It feels so exciting when you're finally ready to cut. This is an old sheet. It has a few stains in it, but I'm just embroidering over them or cutting around them. This way we can make use of something that we already have instead of bringing new materials into the world. This beautiful dress is from the 70s and I love it so much and it fits me so well. So I'm copying the skirt pattern because the flare is just beautiful and it's all in panels. We move the goats to a different paddock each day, but on some days we walk them high up into the bush for a special treat. They forage and eat heaps of invasive weeds and come bouncing home. It's so special to sit high in the forest, watching these sweet goats chew on weeds for hours, regenerating the forest together. We got the goats about 2 years ago when they were young kids. The work that they have done clearing the land and eating invasive weeds is so amazing. Paddocks that used to be full of lantana, we pulled out and they ate any returning weeds. It's so cool to see the effects of working together, working with the land, the goats and us. We are just so proud of these naughty trotters and all that we have achieved together. Moth gave birth to her little boy bird about 9 months ago. For the past month, we've been wondering if she's pregnant again, but all of a sudden her belly has grown and her udder has even started to fill. We are so excited to welcome another baby onto the farm and see what bird thinks of having a new friend. This machine is from the early 1900s and it's so amazing to watch all the parts move together, creating such a beautiful chain stitch. It always makes me think about technology and how the world has changed for consumption. This machine is over 100 years old but works so beautifully that these days if you buy a sewing machine it is only expected to last for about 5 years. It's funny, in this mindless embroidery I feel so still. My mind explores. It almost feels like I'm meditating. Sometimes we get busy, always working and thinking of the next project, but we have to remember to slow down, to let our minds be empty when we do menial tasks, like embroidering or gardening, or just going for a walk with no purpose. Even on the worst days when we feel overwhelmed or stressed, we have to care for the animals, and the simplicity of the routine, of the waddling ducks or fading sunset, I find so much peace in it.
Torva! I made this ferment a couple of weeks ago, I think, and I'm so excited to see how it turns out. It was made from papayas off the tree, turmeric, and chilies from the garden, and so I think it's going to be really strong and healthy. It smells so good. Bird, you're covered in cobwebs! What are you doing? You want some?
We've been fermenting a lot lately. We just harvest veggies, salt them, and then put them in a crock for a few weeks.
I'm so excited. I just have some of the stems to go and a few on the waistband as well. And then I'm finished. Well, I need to make the dress then. I'm done. I can't believe it. This has taken so long, but now I just need to sew it together and I'm so excited!
The garden is such a mess at the moment. It's just been crazy. Since the floods, it kind of drowned out everything. So I've only really got like a few plants even planted. I've been mulching a lot just to try to like keep the weeds away and restore the soil while I'm too busy. So I had a bit of stuff planted in this garden and then the goats snuck in 3 times. They've been finding a way of like barging through the gate. Just with full force, they just run at it, and then they get in here, and luckily they just like the grass the most, but they also love bananas. The exciting thing is that we got some rain this week, so the duck's pond has filled up again. It's slowly emptying out, so I need to probably line it or add some bentonite clay or something like that to just stop it from leaking.
Someone's gonna take my heart, no one's gonna break my heart.
I did not finish last night. It is taking a long time, but I'm almost finished now. I just need to sew this seam to the skirt, and then I'm done. I'm so excited to see how it fits. Just need to sew these two pieces together. I'm on the last seam, which is really scary because it's the hardest seam. It's putting everything together. I'm doing a ditch stitch in between everything, and it has to pick up, and otherwise it won't work, and I'm scared.
It feels so incredible to make something so intricate with my hands, to have a vision and sketch it, pattern make it, cut it, embroider it, and sew it. It makes me feel capable of doing anything. The music in this video is by Sylvie, an incredible group creating the softest music that we hum along to all day. We probably won't be able to post next week as we have a lot going on with our grandma's passing. We're going to travel to our mum's hometown for the funeral, so we'll be putting the camera down for a bit. We love you all so much and thank you for being here.